All right, here we go. Ready to get started this morning. Happy Monday, everybody. I didn't realize my mic is like right up in everybody's face. Put it down a little bit. Can't see my beard. All right. Let's get going this morning. We are going to be working on LazyAdmin. I got it over here. LazyAdmin. And once we get LazyAdmin done this morning, we'll go back to working on our, we'll get back to going to our Recon we're working on. So let's go ahead and I'll show you where I'm at with the Recon from Friday and what we're going to work on today with LazyAdmin. Hey, good morning, man. It's good to see you, RB. I am doing wonderful. I had a great weekend, and now I'm ready to hack a little bit this morning and code. I was a bad boy, and I did look at this code a little bit over the weekend, and I kept building on it because I'm just having way too much fun doing it. So I'm going to show everybody what we've got, what we're up to now, and then we'll use it in its current state to see how far we can get with our box, and then we'll finish the box, and then we'll come back and keep working on this a little bit. All right, so we were working on Recon, buddy, on Friday, and we actually got pretty far with it. We added in some flags here, so you put in the IP address and the host name, which we use the N flag for, because if you use the H flag, you conflict with argparser. You can do it. You can use the H flag, but argparse wants to use the H flag for help, which makes sense. Force, this flag has actually been really important since I started fiddling with this over the weekend. I would try to run it again, and it would get confused because it had already run. So if you run with this F flag for force, it just reruns all the scans again. It does them over again. Load config parser. Remember, we have the only configuration we have right now, but I am sure we're going to add more, is this default working directory. That's the only one right now. Go back to Recon, buddy. So it knows where to save the files. We told it to make the nmap scans their own little dictionary here. So there's a quick scan and a description of a quick scan. There's a detailed scan. And we'll put that there. You know, we might want to do the same with some of the other commands eventually, but we'll see. Parse nmap, so we just have a generic nmap. Oh, this is the parse nmap. Okay, so this is the one that's like looking to see which ports are open. See, it's got some regex. Run the nmap scan. Remember, this guy should be, theoretically, I believe he is, should be generic. Run nmap scan. We're going to have to make sure it didn't not use it or something. It may have not used it. And then perform nmap scan. Yeah, it's using the one from, there it is. It's using the one from the up above there. Is this one using that? Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's using it. It's weird. I don't know why we have two of those though. We'll have to ask Claude when we start working on this again why it has two. Save info to dictionary, or save info dictionary. That's what we're calling the, where we're keeping all the information about everything. Check Terminator installed. That's just a nicety as if other people want to try to install this, you got to have Terminator installed. One of the other things I figured out is you have to have GoBuster installed. If you don't have GoBuster installed, this will also fail. So we're going to have to add that too. I wonder if we can do that right now. Not yet. We don't want to work on this yet. I gotta watch myself. We gotta do the box first. Then we'll work on it. But that's another one, because that's another prerequisite. We gotta have GoBuster. Launch GoBuster scan. Launch GoBuster scan background. Check GoBuster output. I'm checking. This is what I did over the weekend. So over the weekend, I've got it to where it checks the GoBuster output to see if it's found any pages. And then I actually have it crawl the pages for us, right? And save the results to files. And then, let's see. Yeah, and then this is just main down here. All right, so let's run this. Right now, we're going to delete the folder. Yeah, I got a LazyAdmin right here. We're going to delete this. Delete permanently. There we go. Now we can run it again. If we get our web page up, there it is. So it's 10.10.12.56. I think I've already got it in here because I ran it once. Don't look at the screen yet. Okay. So here we go. We're going to run. We don't need the F anymore because we deleted the whole folder. I have to run this as root. I'm also playing with this too. We need to run it as root to be able to take advantage of some of the nmap capabilities. But we need to keep the environmental variables of the user because that's where like my Open API key is, because I've already got this set up to use little Open API or OpenAI API. And then we have to use which Python, because if you use which Python while you're using a virtual environment, then the which Python will point at the virtual environment. Let's test that. So if I do which, we're inside a virtual environment right now. That's what that stands for right there. I was very original and named my virtual environment virtual environment. So if we do that, oh, it didn't. Why didn't it work when I did that? That's so weird. But it works when I do, oh, which Python? Oh my gosh. On that first cup of coffee, RB. It's important. So there we go. So because we're using a virtual environment right now, when we go to look for Python, Python is actually in home, Knox, repos, ethical hacking, Recon buddy, VE, and VBin Python. So that's why we have to do that, because we're going to run as sudo, but then sudo gets confused because it's trying to run as root. So we told it, hey, use the environmental variables of the current user, which is Knox, and use this Python, which is the Python set up for this virtual environment, and then run it. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's the way we have to do it to get it to work right. And then we're doing Recon buddy at that IP address, and that is the host name, and we don't need force. And now let's run it. Oh, and now I have to put in my password. I have to put my coffee down. There we go. So the first thing it's going to do is run the quick scan. Then from the quick scan results, we're going to fail because we did something wrong, obviously. Can we not? Did I not put the right IP in here? No, that's what the problem is. Wrong IP. And now I have to put force because it created that. See, I bet it created the folder even on the fail. It did. And so we're going to have to, one of the things we're going to have to do is add a ping or something just to make sure the box is actually up before we do that, because that's bad. And when I created that, I think it also gave the permissions to, I think it gave the file to root because they're being created as root. So we're going to have to do some kind of weird chmodding too. And I still didn't change the IP address because I'm crazy. RB probably sat there and watched me and said, Knox, you literally talked all that time and you didn't even change that IP address. There we go. All right, so here we go. Now we're running it. Now we're running the quick scan. Force turned on is true. We need to try to ping these guys and see if we can ping them. The problem is you can't ping a Windows machine. At least sometimes you can't, and they're still up. So we need to do something to like make sure the machine is up before we actually start saving things. So that probably means we need to wait until the quick scan is over before we actually start saving stuff, so that we don't accidentally save a bunch of things when the machine isn't even up yet. Okay, there's our GoBuster. Sorry, that's a little small. Or excuse me, our Terminator with our GoBuster. I got to figure out how to get the font back up a little bit on that. Oh no. No, what does it say? No such file or directory. Config KDE defaults terminate. Oh, because we're running it as root again. I got to figure out this whole running it as root thing. We may just have to literally run it as root. I just don't want to do that. But it did work just fine. It still worked. It just couldn't find the Terminator config file. So now we run the, then it says that we have open ports. We've got 22 open and 80 open. We've got our GoBuster output going. We're crawling the GoBuster output. It found 2 pages that it was able to go to and saved the information from the pages. So it already found those pages. And then advice from Buddy. Okay, so this is where I added over the weekend a section in the code to take all of the information that comes out and give it to OpenAI. And I created a system prompt. Let's go look at it before we read this. Right here. Okay, so if we go to Recon Buddy. Okay, so you are Recon Buddy, a master of reconnaissance and ethical hacking. You are tasked with providing advice on how to perform reconnaissance and ethical hacking tasks for a given target. Read through all the information provided from various tools and advise on possible exploits and vulnerabilities or further reconnaissance tasks. And this is all the code is right here. I already have another file over here that I wrote a while ago that just has, it's a really easy way to use OpenAI and stuff. I just made like a little, it's got OpenAI, Grok, Anthropic, and Google. I put it all in here so I don't have to remember every time I need to just do a API call to one of these. So I just have the functions saved for each one, and I've got them saved in a very similar way. So I just call it over here, right here, the generate OpenAI response, and I give it the system prompt, which we made up here, and I give it the user prompt, which is full context, and full context is all the stuff. So let's go see when we do the notes. Do I have the notes in this one? No, let me add notes to this. Add folder to workspace. Let's add notes. Notes. Okay. So when we create this, we're also creating a JSON inside here, this Recon info JSON. And so this JSON is being saved as we go through the Recon, and we're getting things like target IP, host name, Recon date, quick scan, the quick scan results, the detailed scan results, the GoBuster results. And then I added in even this thing about how I'm having it actually hit the pages that were open according to GoBuster, and then saving the contents in a file. We may have to start making folders over here. You know, that come out a little bit. It's aggravating. Anyway, so here's like the HTML, which I think was just a standard HTML page, and then the content page, which ended up telling us that it was from Sweet Rice, the CMS company. See right there, welcome to Sweet Rice. So with that being the case, I'm going to close these real quick so this gets a little smaller. So let's go back over here now to our, just to the window. And as usual, it's giving us too much information right now. We don't need this much information, but we'll eventually, as we work on it, have to make it a little smaller as far as like what it's giving us back. So it says here, additionally, tools such as GoBuster. Okay, let's start at the top. So based on the information provided, the target appears to have 2 ports open, SSH and HTTP. Additionally, host tools such as GoBuster and a web crawler have identified HTTP content, with the latter revealing it's running Sweet Rice. See, this is great. Like, this is what I needed to give me right here, and really from here it could almost stop, and we could keep going. It does have like this whole, it does say that steps for further reconnaissance, number 1 is check out Sweet Rice. So that's the thing we care about. Then it starts getting into like check out the HTTP and source code for it, do a detailed web vulnerability scanning. I can't remember once doing a CTF that this actually worked. You're told like every time, and I don't mean OWASP or burp. I mean, you're told to run like Nico or some other things like that, and I seem to never actually find anything that really helps from those. SSH, which usually I won't say never, but mostly is not what you're going for, because usually with SSH, it's always a brute force. But here it is. Example next steps. Okay. Sweet Rice backup file check. I don't know why it had that. Directory enumeration. We already did that. We need to we're going to have to tell it exactly what things we did. The Nicto, that's what it's called, and brute force. Okay, so we're not going to do any of the things it suggests, because there's actually an easier thing to do that it's not thinking of, and that is we're going to run search exploit. And I already did it this morning because I had to remember how it worked, and it's search exploit Sweet Rice. So Kali has this nice tool called search exploit that lets you search the database that Offensive Security maintains over here, called exploitDB. So exploitDB is maintained by Offensive Security, and that tool helps you. My mouse is just not working very well with this interface this morning. I apologize. So if I make this much bigger, it's gonna get too big. But we can put it in here, Sweet Rice, and we're gonna get a bunch of, here they are. So backup, I guess backup disclosure is one of them, so maybe that's why it had it. But the arbitrary file upload seems much more like what we need to get, or this cross-site PHP code execution. So I feel like it's more like this arbitrary file upload, which we're going to have to figure out where this is exactly, or what we need to do it. Post. Enter username and we don't have a username password. It's not. Does this one require that? Maybe this isn't the one we want. Guess we should go check out those pages ourselves first. The backup disclosure. What is this one? Oh, to access all SQL backup and download them from this directory. Include SQL backup. Really? Literally, it's just like chilling out there. Let's go check. All right, so 10.10.12.56. Okay, that's what that is. Include MySQL backup. No, that didn't work. Content. It might have been content dot something. Where did it say? Oh, it did say it was just content. Why didn't that work then? I bet it had an extension on it. Where's our GoBuster results? I'm trying to use this because I want to see if it's actually working or not, or if it's working for our purposes. There's all our in-map scans. There's our GoBuster. Oh, it is. It's just content. Why didn't that work? Let's just click on it from here. Huh. I wonder why we're not getting to it here, but we could get to it through GoBuster. That's my OpenVPN. My OpenVPN died again. Why is it doing that? I really don't think these OpenVPN issues are me. I don't understand why I keep having them. There it is. Okay, so it's back. I don't know why it just keeps dying on me. All right. So here it is. Sweet Rice content. I wonder, it feels like it's like if you are the webmaster, please go to dashboard general. This doesn't feel like a real. This is just like some kind of weird. This goes to the real website for the Sweet Rice, so I don't want to do that. I mean, if you click on this, it just literally goes. I think no, these boxes don't have. Oh, this is for me. Yeah, this is real. By the way, this feels like a. Yeah, this is not real. This site doesn't exist anymore. This domain is for sale. Yeah. Yeah, this company's out of business. So I wonder where the actual stuff is for it. Right? Like, is it sitting at Sweet Rice? I guess we'll have to do a little. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do a little bit of Googling to figure out how that works. Where it's actually keeping it at. Because index.html is just the Ubuntu page. And things like admin, it would have already hit that like instantly. That's one of the first things it checks when you're doing a GoBuster scan. My GoBuster scan got like destroyed because of the VPN dying. I guess we could steal the GoBuster. You know what we should do? That's one of the other things we should do with this is when it runs a scan, we should have it print the command out in case we want to like use it again. That would be a nicety, so that you know what commands are run. Although we do have this right here. This might work. If I can get my mouse to like not be so jumpy this morning. Let's see if there we go. Oh, we lost our terminal though, because we're spoiled and we're used to it doing this on the other one. Try to make sure that VPN didn't die again. Open another tab, and then we'll do it over here. It feels like that should be running faster. Like that should already be like instantly showing us stuff. It died again. Oh my gosh. Are we getting attacked in the morning? Does someone not like my stream? And they're like, no, we're not gonna let Knox work on boxes on Monday mornings. Yeah. Let me check my other box real quick here. I switched to a new box if you couldn't tell, because this Kali box over here is running on my local machine and it runs slow. But so because it runs slow, I go ahead and I switched it. But let me look at something here. All right. I'm trying to figure out which we were using. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, you know what? It's probably because the VPN was on over here and I didn't know it. My bad. It gets really angry if you have more than one VPN running at once. Now it's probably going to work. Maybe. There we go. Let's see. Come on. Now I'm pinging the wrong thing. All right. We should be good to go. Back in business. OMG. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we're up. So there we go. There's the content again. And the index.html page. And All right, yeah, that's good. Good. Okay, so we're back. Let's Google for a second and see if we can figure out what's up with this, where sweet rice runs at. Sweet rice. The problem with this is going to be it's so old that you're going to end up just finding, see, look, the very first thing is just a write-up on this, not actually information like if you were trying to do it. What's this one? Sweet rice. Oh, is this actual sweet rice? Oh, wow, this is the actual, like, thing. Or something similar. That's not what we wanted. Let's see. We want reset admin password. Interesting. Arbitrary file download. Web shell plugin for RCE. Oh man, lots of options here. It looks like. I just want the default like folders that it chills in. May have to just go over to. We're gonna use AI because it's much more fun. Working on a CTF box that on try hack me that is running sweet rice CMS. What are the default folders for sweet rice? There we go. Let's see if that helps. Get this thing cracked open. Oh, it's all under this content folder. All right, that makes perfect sense. So what it's saying is that right here under this content, now it all makes sense. Okay, so content is just an arbitrary name that they used, and this is sweet rice right here. And then if you put in AS here, then you get that. So what we should have done is, here's what that means. That means that we should have done this. This is where we learn. We should have, once we realized that content was a good spot, we should have done content and now started searching the content folder like that, right? And so now see, we've already found images inside of content, and we're going to let this thing keep running. And see, we're starting to find things inside the content folder, which we should have realized. I should have realized. You probably realized it, and you've been laughing at me since you saw it, but that's what we should have done. Okay, so here is the sweet rice. I didn't see anything about it having a authentication bypass. That didn't look like one of the options. Let's open one more new tab, and let's do that search exploit again. I don't see anything on here about. There's a file inclusion, multiple arbitrary file upload. Yeah, it's probably the remote file inclusion. I would really think this would be the thing we want. Let's try this, by the way. I've got the SGPT copy exploit here. I can hit Control L, and you can see it's got the little thing for the buffer. It says, why is it M? That doesn't seem right. Oh, okay. Copy exploit here. Oh, I gotta put sweet rice on there. By the way, this little, once you get this thing working, the SGPT integrations, it's super cool. Oh, this is not. Rawr, I messed it up. I got to be able to see that file. So to do it, I'm going to have to do this, and I'm going to say copy exploit this remote file, because I don't remember what the path is for this, but there's a way to just tell it to copy it here. Copy here. All right, Control L. Nice. Did that work? Exploit, sweet rice, file inclusion, user share, exploit. Oh, good. And it gave us the path. I didn't know where it was saving that at. It's saving it in user share, exploit, PHP. So if you didn't know that, not only does SearchSploit have like the whole database of these exploits out there on the web, but SearchSploit, but a ton of them are saved locally here on your machine. So it moved the file here. There it is. I actually didn't want it here. So now I'm going to move it to notes, repos, notes, LazyAdmin, one, two, two, 4, 6 dot text. Cannot move it. Permission denied. Control A, sudo. Oh yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I think if we like ls lah our notes file with our notes file now, LazyAdmin, I think it's root. Yeah. See, because that sucks. So because I'm creating these, because I'm running that script as root, it's trying to save everything as root. So everything in there is getting saved as root, which is fine until I want to modify something or save something in the directory. I guess when I create the directory, I could have it change the permissions to back to Knox. That's fine. We'll figure it out. We're not there yet. Right now we need to focus. I need to focus on actually beating this box before we go back to automation. Too much focus on automation. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, so let's go look at this file inclusion. Oh, it's not even a file. It's just telling us, I guess, how it works. What? Sweet Rice plugin subscriber. Include. Oh wow, that's not the file. Okay, well let's go back to the web then. Let's see if we can find it. Local filing or remote file inclusion. Sweet Rice plugin subscriber post. All right. Include once. Plugin. Oh. So here's the POC right here. See, this is where you have to read. So we've got to switch this guy. Copy. All right. Huh. Let's go over here. I'll just do it inside this file. So we are, I don't remember. It's probably changed now because of all our fun escapades with There we go. Our fun escapades that we've been having with OpenVPN. Probably lost it. We're 10.6.87.88. Okay. Let's go back and make this smaller so we can. There we go. Okay. 10.6.87.88. That's not going to be the file we're using yet. Let's go into yet another tab. Got cursor running here, OpenVPN running here, GoBuster running here. Nothing here, and nothing here. Okay, so let's go here. And what did we need? We need to run a HTTP server. So let's change the directory here to repos, notes. Oh, we haven't made an HTTP folder on this server yet, so we need to do that. So let's go over here to repos, notes. Okay, let's make directory. We're going to capitalize HTTP. Change directory HTTP. And then we're going to do that thing again. Python 3 m HTTP server on port 80 here. Control L for SGPT. There's our command, sudo Knox. And now we're running a server. So now we need to create a we already have a reverse shell. It's just over on our other machine. I'll just copy it real fast and get it over here. I guess we can just make it again. Let's just go to Pin Test Monkey and grab it again real quick. Pin Test Monkey PHP reverse shell. Here it is. Oh, maybe it's here. Okay. Open up. Raw. It's always better to just click raw. Control A, Control C to copy back to here. Let's go to HTTP, make a new file. Rev shell.php, PHP. Paste. We got to change the IP address somewhere up here. There we go. IP 10. Oh, good. Thank you. Do you know what port I want? No, it doesn't. Okay. We want the elite port. Okay, so we got that. So now we should be. So now we have this going. So we should be able to copy it. It's revshell.php. Let's go back here, and let's change this to revshell.php. All right. We need to get a listener going. So let's go here. And we'll do netcat, Las Vegas, no problem. And we're elite. So we're using 1337 for elite. And now we're going to copy this. Copy. Now we're going to cross our fingers and see if this is the right one. I don't know if this is the right one or not, but we are going to try it. Paste. That is definitely not going to work because it's not there. It's what was the IP address of this guy? Do we have it somewhere here? No. Let me find it again. LazyAdmin. There it is. There it is. Okay, so it was at 10.10.12.56/ content was the kind of root directory for it. All right, that did not work. Let's go back and look. Server, plugin, subscriber. Post, subscriber, INC. Interesting. Let's go back to our GoBuster and see how it's doing over here. We found, oh, the INC file is there, just like directly under, unless there could be more than, it's an include file. There could be more than one. Surely if we take these out, that's going to be not right. Yeah, this is not found again. Okay. Love rabbit holes, guys, where we're not sure if what we're doing is actually going to do anything. What happens if we just see what's in this include folder? Maybe we should just do some searching of our own here. Latest.txt. Oh, we know what version we're on. We're on version 1.5. That actually does help. Let's do one more new tab. Search exploit. Sweet rice. Okay. What did I say? 1.51? So that helps because now we know which one. Oh, so see, that's not even. Okay, so good. Well, that helps us see. Arbitrary file upload. That's what we actually want. All right, so we want this guy, which is the fourth one down. Also, don't like the fact that this doesn't have like little dots across it. My poor eyes can't like understand what they're looking at. 3, 4. PHP. Copy. Search. Exploit. M. PHP. Download it to repos, notes, LazyAdmin. Let's see if it knows how to do that. All right. Did it do it? Sure. I don't know if it did it or not. No, it didn't. Let's just change directory to there. That'll be easier. Change directory, repos, notes, LazyAdmin. Now let's do it. Search exploit. Now we don't need to change directory, so we can just do this. Here we go. Now it should be in here. Did it not just say it copied it here? Copied to LazyAdmin. Am I blind, guys? It says it. Oh, cannot create because permission denied. Oh my gosh. Chown. Sudo. Chown. We got to figure that out when we start working on this because that's so annoying. R. Knox. Repos. Notes. LazyAdmin. There we go. Did that work? Yes, it did. Here it is. Okay, so now here we go. So this guy, unrestricted file upload. This is just a file. So this will be a lot easier. So we just run the file against it. I don't know why it says we have to have a username and a password, though. Is there anything that I'm trying to read how this works? Unrestricted file upload, exploit, blah, blah, blah. Let's just quit. Let's just be lazy. Let's be lazy. Okay. So let's go over here. Here we go. All right. Oops. So I'm going to copy this. And we're going to go to our friend ChatGPT on this side because he's nice and he'll run whatever we want him to run. So let's go there. And let's I am working on a CTF from Try Hack Me. And I think I need to use this file, or this exploit. How do I use it? And we'll see what it says. To use this exploit, set up your environment. Oh my gosh. And it always like tries to do way too much. But let's see here. Create or choose a file to upload. Yep. Sure this file's in the same directory as the script. Okay. Yeah, the target URL. So does this require? I think the answer to this is yes, by the way. Does this require a working username and password? Okay, so this can't be, unless there's a default. What is the default Sweet Rice CMS admin creds? Let's see if it works. Admin password, all right? Let's see if that is the case or not. It said it was like, what, AC was the... Oh. Let's go back to our, again, to our GoBuster here. Images, JS, include themes, attachment. Let's go here. Let's go back to what is a GoBuster I am running on the box. The Sweet Rice app is running at /content. I'm just trying to get it to help me figure out like where the admin screen would be. Oh, it's AS. Okay. That's right, we were already there. Okay, so let's go back and try it. AS. There it is. Admin and password. Oh, login failed. Okay. Admin password. I'm just trying to make sure I did it right. Okay. So those are not the credentials. So that, again, that makes me wonder if we should be trying something else. 5.1 backup disclosure. Maybe we're back to that one again. Let's look at that one. We're already in the right directory. Yeah. Search exploit. We just need to get that. This one is the 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. My mouse is getting worse. Copy. Whoa. I don't know why that got an extra line in there. What? Yes. So weird. Is it here now? Yeah, the third one. Okay, so we already looked at 16, now we're on 18. Okay, you can... Oh, okay, it's just MySQL backup. All right, you can access all MySQL backup and download them from this directory. I'm not even upset that it's that easy at this point. I'm just trying to remain calm because it just takes forever sometimes to figure this out. So inc. Include MySQL backup. There it is. Okay, so here we go. So we can download the SQL backup, and then we'll just have to open it up and take a look in it. Should be downloading. There we go. MySQL backup. All right. Let's go to our command line again. I'm gonna make this bigger. Sorry, like made it small. Okay, so now let's copy it from our downloads to here. So downloads. Oh man. All right, so copy MySQL downloads to repos, notes, LazyAdmin. All right, now let's change directory back to repos, notes, LazyAdmin. Okay, so now let's just ask GPT while we're here. How do I open a MySQL backup file easily in Kali Linux? Because I want to do everything easily. Okay, well, let's try that then. MySQL -u I don't replace username with your. I don't think I have MySQL installed in here. Which MySQL? Okay, it's installed, but can't connect to the socket. Okay. Copy. Let's start a chat up here because I'm trying to remember how to do that. I already forgot over the weekend. Help. Chat text. Okay. So it was that easy. All right. SGPT chat lazy admin. So that we don't have to keep, so that it can keep some context for us. And we can just work over here. Okay. I am getting this MySQL error. Let's see what it says. Okay, so you're getting it because the service isn't started. That makes perfect sense. So we need to check the MySQL service status. We might need to start it. Okay, so let's do that. Sudo system control status MySQL is loaded and inactive. All right, can we start it? I don't want to enable it. I just want to start it. Now let's check the status. Now it's good. Okay, so let's get out of here. You scroll back up. Okay, so way up here it told us what to do. I wonder what my default username is to log in. Maybe just admin or something? I need to use MySQL more. I don't like ever use it. Username, password. Is it like a Kali default? Let's just ask it again. SGPT chat lazy admin. I started the MySQL server and it is running, but this is the first time I have started it. How do I log in? Oh, quote. If this is the first time, then you should do sudo SQL root. All right, sudo MySQL user root. Looks like I am in. All right, let's go to a different window now because I'm too lazy to keep scrolling up. Make this a little bigger for you. SGPT chat LazyAdmin. Now I am in the MySQL terminal. I need to restore a MySQL backup file named what's the name of the file? Well, oh, there it is. I think I grabbed it. There we go. Nice. All right, now let's see what it says. Oh, I want to exit the terminal to do that. Okay. Exit the terminal and then run this command. All right. I don't have a database password, but we'll see. Copy. Exit. No such file exists. Oh, because it just did path to, and I'm already right here. No such file exists. It is right there. This file absolutely does exist. Backup. It's a backup instead of a backup, by the way, too. Oh, okay. The backup is owned by me. Oh, it didn't actually save the command because it didn't run. I'm just going to type it in. MySQL user root. Oh, I don't have a database. Do I need to make a database? I don't have any databases right now, and I have never set a root password. All right, so I'm gonna have to create a terminal. Okay, I need to like split this. Can I like split this? Detach tab. There we go. Okay, nice. It's gonna get ugly though, but why isn't it letting me? There we go. Just trying to get this to where we can see both of these at the same time. All right, here we go. Sorry, this is like painfully slow this morning, but this box is making us do a little more surgery than we normally have to do. So the first thing we need to do is get into that MySQL terminal again. Which, that was it. Okay. Now we need to create database dumb. Okay. There we go. Now we need to exit already. See, I said dumb. Now we need to... It still didn't save that command because we didn't actually do it. So I'm going to type it in. MySQL user root. I don't have a password, so I don't give a flying rat's ass. Okay. Dumb is the database name. And then we said this is MySQL, MySQL. Please just complete. Oh my gosh. It will not complete the file name for some reason. I know I missed the M on the front. Go back and put the M on. Did that work? No. It got super angry with me. Was I supposed to put a semicolon on the end of that? Why didn't I like that? Use the following command. Replace your data. Oh, I didn't put the arrow in there. That was a real arrow, not... Okay, access denied. What? You should be able to run the command without being prompted for verify the restoration. It did not let me run it without that. Dang it. Let's do this. My SGPT can't do images, so we're gonna just take a picture here, and then we're gonna go back over to this guy. I have never set up a root password for my SQL. Let's see what it does. We're at least getting this morning. Login as root. Check the current authentication method. It means you can log in without a password, but only if you use sudo or are a system user. Okay, well then that's what we're doing. We're not going to change all that crap. We just need to do sudo. There we go. Oh, come on. You have one error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual that corresponds to your... I have no idea what that means. Maybe that just means that there's something wrong with the table. Let's take a picture of this and see what it says too. We're just going to keep making it work for us here. Let's go back. What the frick? We'll see if it likes that. What the frick? Looks like the SQL file you're trying to import contains some non-SQL content, possibly HTTP code or some other language, blah, blah, blah. Here's what you can do. Well, did it actually work or not, though? Vim the MySQL backup. I can Vim it? After identifying the non-SQL content, remove it from the file. Interesting. I guess I didn't even think about looking at it. It is like, it does have a ton of crap in here. I guess we could, I'm just gonna copy this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I haven't done this already. That's in here. Let's go over here. We're just gonna copy this. Copy Google. Here is the contents of the backup file. Remember, we are working on a try hack me CTF. Do you see any clues that could help us? Because I'm too lazy to look myself. That's why I pay you, ChatGPT, to look for me for these things. Let's see what it says. This backup file provides a few important clues, like this hashed password. Nice. Potential SQL injection. Probably not. Probably just the password file. As for, try using the username manager with the password admin, since the hash corresponds to admin. Oh, sweet. All right, thanks. So it actually recognized this hash and was like, oh yeah, that hash just is for admin. Okay, so manager, admin. All right, let's try it. I love using AI to help. It's so much fun. Let's go back here. Let's go to here. And let's go to, I said AS, right? Just AS. There we go. Manager, admin. No, that did not work. What? ChatGPT, what am I paying you for? That did not work. Since the password hash corresponds with admin, there's no way it's admin. If it's admin, I'm gonna like rage quit today because I should have tried that before I even did anything. No, it's not admin. I don't think it's right about that hash. I think that's the problem. I think it did a hallucinating guess on the hash, and we need to actually run that hash. Copy. What online tools can we use for the hash? There used to be Crack Station. Here we go. Yeah, Crack Station, I think, is still one of the big ones. It's password 123. See, it totally hallucinated. So it's just password 123, which is still almost one that was so easy that we should have just done it. But Okay, it still might be manager though. What the frick? Did I say password 123 with a capital P, or why are none of these working? Password 123. Oh, it is a capital P. All right. I don't think I did a capital P. Okay, we'll try manager first. Password 123. Log in. There we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. Save it. For the millions of times we're going to come back here. All right, so we're in. I've gone over time this morning. We'll stop here today, and we'll finish this box up on Wednesday morning, and we'll keep working on some of our stuff. So we've learned a lot, though. One of the things I really want to do is I kind of want my plan for our Recon tools is, you saw how, did I still have it up over here? I don't think I probably do up here. Yeah. So look at this. So right now, we're getting through the basic Recon, and then we come down here and we just like get a generic dump from ChatGPT about what to do next. But I actually want, one of the things I want it to do is I want to have one window that's running through all this Recon, and then I want to have it, you know, we had it pop up the GoBuster window. I want to have it pop up a chat window where we can literally chat with all this information that we've found. So instead of having to keep going back to SGPT and doing like a chat session, it just opens up a chat session that has access to, and part of the prompt is that JSON. And then we're going to give it a few tools. I've been experimenting with this. I ran some tests over the weekend, and I found out that I can pretty easily have it run scripts for me. Like I can say, hey, make a script to do X and run it, and it'll just do it if I know how to put the code in there right. So I want to have it be able to, I want to be able to chat with it and give it tools where I can say, hey, you know, use searchsploit, and it can use searchsploit. It's like a tool that we give it to use, and I can give it a Google search. And basically the two of us can talk like we've been talking, myself in the chat, but I want it to just be able to run these things for me. I want it to come, I want to say, hey, we need to run, you know, we already know our current IP, we know the target IP, we know our own IP, run this thing against it, and I want it to come back and say, yeah, I took the exploit, I modified it with all of our information, here it is, would you like me to run it, yes or no? Yes, run it, boom, and it just runs it. And I think we can get there. I think that'll be something we can do. So we'll get through this box though on Wednesday, and then we'll get back to doing more of that automation fun stuff. So thanks for chilling with me, thanks for hanging out. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day, and I will see. Oh, don't forget to like. I got to like my own. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to like my own stream. So please like the stream if you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, just click that you liked it. That'd be really nice. Anyway, that's it. Have a great Monday. I'll be back on Wednesday